how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we have finally done it. We got the Gold Apocalypse trophy in Phasmophobia, and I'm gonna go over the winning round and just how it all went down. The round was actually like an hour and a half long. It was a very long round, but this has been edited significantly. So I hope you enjoy it. If you do, liking helps the channel out. Subscribing lets you see more of me, more stuff like this. I usually make more like guide type content than just gameplay. But both those things are very much appreciated, but never expected or required. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare
Shannon
a
Skinner.
report before stuff to be
That's about as good as the objectives get.
and it looks like they left
You generally want to see capture photo of the ghost in this because you're gonna need to do that anyways. And having the check mark is a really good way to quickly see if you got it or not. And plus, to get a photo of the ghost, you're probably going to have to repel it with instance anyways. So, because the chance of the ghost during an event is extremely slim. Not impossible, and you can actually make it slightly better in the settings. There's a couple settings that you can change without losing your 15 times difficulty modifier. You can, yeah. Actually, you kind of want to do like repel, like, you kind of want to do smudge photo smudge, because of the way the photo cam works now. You can't instantly switch to the thingy. It used to be easier to get the Gold Apocalypse with the tier 3 stuff because A, the ghost would not interfere with the headlamp when it was nearby, so you could see perfectly fine during a hunt. B, you could switch instantly from your camera to your smudge. That's the only two things I can think of. But unfortunately, at that point, I was nowhere near emotionally or technically ready to attempt an apocalypse. And unfortunately, the progression of time waits for no one. So here we are. I would say it was arguably harder than this before all the tier 3 stuff, when we didn't have the stuff. Just to fucking raw dog it. Yeah, but those ghosts aren't like a fucking hot speeding car and I'm a turtle. We should make up some like lore for what the fuck is going on here. My like headcanon is that we're the last survivor of a really, really nasty ghost. Like, the rest of our team's dead, we're severely injured. We can't reach HQ for some reason. Probably because we're in the middle of the fucking Appalachian Mountains or something. Alright, here we go. Interesting that this ghost isn't hunting yet. Is there a reason it's not hunting right now? I swear to God, if this motion sensor goes off, I am going to scream. There we go. It's a bit slow. Never mind. Is it? That should be over. Okay. Not quite sure why she took so long. Into our corner. She's giggling. It's way over there. me see how long it takes between hunts. We'll add about 30 seconds to this. 35 seconds. It's a mimic. Well, there's good news and slightly insane news. Yeah, it was much slower that time. It was like rev. That was like a rev. It was not a rev before. What we could do. This might be insane. What we could do is wait for it to turn into a Dio. Just sitting in a corner. There are other corners we could sit in, but I like this one because it's right next to the door. I have a clip of me getting absolutely just exploded by a revenant. APOC 3 revenant. It was terrifying. On APOC 3, you can just barely outrun a Dio. More like outlimp a Dio. It's extremely fast now. It's not a Dio. It's like a Thay or something. Maybe a Morai or a Hantu. But definitely not a Dio. The reason we can tell it's not a Dio is because a Dio right now would be coming directly for us. We're foul to get on the other side of it, so I can go to the church. Loop there. And then picture as I'm looping. Probably would be the best bet. Just need the objectives, the photo of the ghost. It can be a new quality photo. And get the ghost right and survive. You don't need a bone or all three star photos or anything like that. Like this is like a win or die situation here. Circle mimic. Because it's 1000% a mimic. The good news is it seems like I'm pretty safe here while I wait for it to turn into a Dio. It's just a matter of waiting. It gets really scary when you have an actual chance at winning. Like, if it was just normal speed ghost and I couldn't find it or something, then there wouldn't be any nerves because I wouldn't have any chance of winning. If I lose now, I'm gonna feel stupid. Not a Dio. So it's fast again. Like they Hantu Morai. Yeah, wouldn't be going away from us if it was a Dio. We have that duration set to medium, so the hunts are just a tiny bit shorter than they are normally on this mode. Generally speaking, the only way you're gonna figure out a mimic on APOC 3 is by the different hunts. In this case, it was a normal speed, it was a rev, it was a Thay. It's actually kind of like the ideal situation because it can turn into a Dio, and in the meantime we just can wait here. Wait in the front room there. It's far enough away that we're relatively safe. Map's a lot simpler if you kind of break it down into a little skeleton. The top floor is just a central mass with a ring around the center and two branches shooting off to the sides. And then downstairs is just center, two branches. Not a fan of that. That's worrying. It's mimicking like a wraith or something there, I think. Alright, I'm really hoping this ghost has gone somewhere else. The ghost we have right now is a mimic. The reason why we know it's a mimic is because it started out normal speed, and then after a couple hunts it was a revenant, and then a couple of hunts later it was a Thay. Here a second ago it was probably a wraith or something. We had the beeping on the EMF and it burnt a crucifix here. Yeah, mimic will mimic different ghosts. That's about the best way you can figure out mimic on this difficulty, because getting to the room to look for orbs is extremely dangerous. I'm waiting for it to mimic a Dio. I think that's my best shot at getting this. But we might be here a while, so get comfy. Because Dio's like one of the easiest ghosts to do on Apocalypse. Because it comes to you, you can just barely outrun it. And you need a ghost photo for Apocalypse. Yes, you need a ghost photo for the Apocalypse trophy. And for our objectives, you also have Escape and Repel, so my plan is, if it turns into a Dio, I'm going to drop my parammic, grab this other smudge here, let it come to me, smudge it, run through it, head to the church, and just loop it around the church while, while just spamming photos. To get the Apocalypse trophy, which is what I'm trying to do here, you need to get the ghost right, you need to get all 3 of your objectives, whatever they are. You can reset for better ones, there are some that are just bad. And you need a photo of the ghost. Doesn't have to be 3-star, you don't need to get all 3-star photos. You don't need to find the bone. You do also need to survive, and it needs to be on single player. To explain, we know that this is a mimic because it's changing speeds, like, dramatically between hunts sometimes. And there is no circumstances happening that would explain any other ghost changing speed like this. It's not a Thay, because a Thay would only change speed when you're like hanging out with it, which we're not doing. You have to be like in it close to the ghosts, I think in the same room. And also a Thay would only get slower, would not get faster. Wouldn't be a Morai because we're not dropping sanity, we're at 0% sanity. We have been this whole time. It's not a Hantu because the temperature's not going to be changing, there's no breaker. It's changing too dramatically to be twins. It's not a Raiju because it's, again, changing too dramatically and its speed changes are too far away to be a Raiju. The Raiju would only get faster on the equipment and be normal speed otherwise. Oh, come on. Excuse me. She threw a book at me. What the hell? Ma'am, please. I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, no. The other thing that we've had happen that's kind of told us, Mimic, was a couple Wraith abilities, despite it not being a Wraith. I mean, it's obviously not a Wraith because it was like normal speed and it was Revenant and it was Thay. It's obviously a Mimic, but it's also done the Wraith ability. And we've been able to tell that because we've had some random beeps on the thing. No interactions or anything, just random beeps on this thing. Despite its room being extremely far away. Those could have been phantom abilities, but the phantom ability would have shut off the motion sensor. I'm gonna give it a minute to fuck off, because I'm seeing breath in there, which is scary, and I don't want to talk to this ghost right now. Yep, I sure am. Send help. Actually don't, because I need to do this alone. I think that's the biggest thing that stops people from trying Apoc 3, especially like new-ish players, like players who are newer but not so new that they have no equipment. I think that's the biggest like daunting factor, is the fact that it has to be single player. Because for a lot of people this is a game to play with friends. I can do all these with one HUD when it turns to a Dio. Hopefully. It's in the courtyard. See that orb? That also confirms that it is a mimic. No other ghost would give us orbs. Is it? Run. Did I do it? Get me out of here. Why is it not pausing the thing? I'll figure that out in a second. Just get me out of here. I don't know if I got the photo. I really hope I did. I was spamming the camera the whole time. Let me leave. Did I do it? I fucking did it. Holy shit. Get me the fuck out of here. I'm shaking so hard right now.
Welcome back. There's jobs ready for you.
Oh my god. Let's fucking go. And that's all I've got for y'all today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, and you want to let me know down in the comments, that'd be super cool of you. Sorry, uploads have been a bit irregular lately. They should be going back to normal here this week. So I hope to see you guys again soon. Also, if you made it this far, you probably like what you see, so you can join us over on twitch.tv/jazzy_s every day at 8 AM Central. We stream over there, we play spooky games, we play a lot of Phasmo. You can come hang out with people in chat. Also, we have a Discord. You can come hang out, see when I'm going live. You can ask questions. I'm usually around to answer, but if I'm not, someone else usually is. So we'd love to have you there. Both links will be down in the description if you want to come hang out. But either way, I will see you whenever I see you, and goodbye.